Very good Sunday morning to all you beautiful people. So, going to be talking about cryptocurrency assets. Now, the reason why I'm going to be talking about that is in conjunction with a private box. Now, the private box would be at St James's Park, and we now know, because of what was it? Tyneside Life did a video on this subject, and Adam Pearson also did a video on this subject, but Adam changed his from just talking about the Gallagher extension, the upper tier, and he switched his attention to the East Stand, which he spoke about in his video. Now, going back to cryptocurrency, that I came across a number of years ago when I was still up in Newcastle upon Tyne, where I was born. But I had to leave Newcastle because of events which took place. So I'm now down in Rushcliffe in Nottingham, and what I did down here was there's Waves Exchange, and I created my own cryptocurrency. It is not launched because I did put things in order to launch, but I made a small tiny error. That was when I bought WG, which is an internal form of currency on the exchange. You can stake this, and like Waves, which is another form of internal currency, you can stake that too. And when you stake these, you can lock them up for up to 4 years, and you get a yield when you do that. Now, what I've done was I paid to create some assets, and that payment was gas fees, wave fees, because they are all associated with cryptocurrency. And how I did this was buying Ethereum on Coinbase and using the MetaMask wallet to do the transfer. MetaMask is basically, it's universal, so you can use it on any exchange. Now, the reason why I did this was because when you create your own token, you set the price of that token, and then you are put in a queue where the big players, your institutions, big people who've got lots and lots of money, they look at what you've created, and if they like the price which you have set, they will put an order in, and once that order has been accepted, then you get the money which they have in their account. They get your crypto assets, and you push forward using their money to create what you started off with in the first place. So mine was 32K TV Inc., which is twofold. The first part of 32K TV is brand new technologies in television, because the reason why I came up with this, currently at the moment here in the UK, the highest level of television that we can watch is up to 8K, but there is no content available. And when I say there's no content available in 8K, you can get content on YouTube, but that is one of the only places where you can find that. And the difference from your high definition to 4K is slight, and the difference between 4K and 8K, the picture is a little bit, it's a little bit better. But I wanted to integrate in 32K a better picture all round, but not just that. It was to integrate an image which actually came out of the screen. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing glasses, yeah? And in my bedroom upstairs, I have one of the old systems. It is a Samsung 46-inch 3D TV. And these flopped. They seriously did. But the one which I have, there was two different versions of the 3D TVs. You had active and you had passive. And I chose the wrong. I went for active, which meant the glasses which I have in the cabinet in the sitting room, there's a button. You press the button, and like these glasses I am using to basically, they're on my face at the moment, they're dark because they have a thing inside which reacts to sunlight. But going back to your 3D, your active glasses, when you press the button, they blink between each eye. And I wanted, with 32K TV Inc., to do away with that. It is possible to do that, but it needs investment, and that is where the 32K TV Inc. coin comes in. Now, investors would look at that and they would say, right, it's brand new technology. Yes, we'll do that. We'll invest in it. And they would place orders, and as you come across those orders, you would press execute, which is basically the transfer from their account to your account. And the whole purpose of 32K TV Inc. was to purchase land with planning permission. Then it was to get the construction equipment in to that land, and then over the course of, I would say, just over a year, to build big units. And there would have to be big units. when I say big, I'm going to give you just a little rough idea. Now, I back onto a farm. Now, that there, that's a farmer's field. And when I talk about a big space, that's the kind of space I'm talking about for a production line. Now, the coins would pay for equipment, staff, etc. And that's the whole purpose of it. That is where, once you've bought the land, and you, like I say, you've bought the land with planning permission, you then turn around to your construction company and say, there's the land, this is what I need. So then they go in, do their work, which is paid for using the coins. And when you're using the coins, because they are ARC20, you have to convert that from that coin to pound sterling, which is pretty easy to do. And once that's done, that pays for everything. And this is why, like I said to many people on Twitter, many people on YouTube, when they turned around and said, well, how are you going to fund it? That is how you fund it. And most people have turned round over many, many years since I came down here to live, and turned round and goes about these scams. Well, this isn't a scam, because at the end of the day, when you're buying land, you're buying something. There is a physical attribute to what you're doing. And as I say, when you go to, like, say, Jobcentre, when you've made enough money and you say to them, here is a list, I need this filled, then it is up to, like, say, the Jobcentre and other companies like, say, LinkedIn, Reed, and who's the other one? There's several different companies which basically work on finding people work. Now, as the creator of the coin, which is the cryptocurrency, that puts me in a position of CEO. The CEO needs people below them, like your managers, supervisors, etc. And that is where the Jobcentre comes in, because you turn around and you give them the information of who you need and where they're needed. Now, with my 32K TV Inc., it is stated in the white paper for that coin that it is to be split across 2 locations in the United Kingdom. The first location is where I am, and the second location is somewhere within, I would say, 15 miles of Newcastle Civic Centre. So once that part, once both parts are sorted out, the building can begin. And because I'm on YouTube doing videos, it would be a simple case of when the construction company comes in to start laying the foundations, it's videoed, so there is a permanent record. And many people turn around and says, you're dreaming and all the rest of it. Well, no, this isn't a dream. It's reality. Because in my videos, I show you the process. And if I can do this, like I said to people a few months ago, there's nothing stopping you doing this. It's a way outside of banking here, like this can work. Because like I say, crypto adoption is coming to the United Kingdom. If you want to stick your head in the sand and say, no, it's never ever going to happen, do that. I know different, because the House of Lords is passing it back to the House of Commons, and after it goes through the House of Commons, the Crypto Act, it then goes to His Majesty the King to sign off into law. And I hope that when you watch this video, I hope it explains it. These coins will be live in a very short space of time. The process I tried to go through was being verified on the system, but I kind of got myself a bit excited and I forgot to click one button. So I have to go through the same process again, and this time press that button. And it is a simple vote which is internal. It's a yes or it's a no. And I'm praying it's a yes. And like I say, if I get the yes vote and I get the protection of the Wix community, not the Wix man, the WX community, then what happens is all of those people who voted yes, they will probably come on board as investors. And as I stated when I put this all together, it runs from 2023, which is this year, to 2050. So it's very long term. And to all of those people who turned around and said about becoming a millionaire, it wasn't about that. It's about giving jobs to people in bad times. Because at the moment we have not just an energy crisis where our energy bills are bloody through the roof, but we've got a food crisis as well. Because like I say, when you go shopping, your food that you're buying costs more money. So this is my way of helping, and that's all it is, you know, using the coins in a constructive way instead of like what a lot of people have done, which is sell as many coins as possible and blow the money on whatever. I'm buying land which has planning permission, and then I'll send in the construction company, and then basically you all on YouTube, on my channel. You get to see it getting built from the ground to a working business. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and like I say, if you like what I'm talking about, share it with your family and friends and your work colleagues too, because it might help them. Thank you.